After knowing the term, after knowing the term, the introduction part of the introduction part of the structure of the atom. Let us study the development leading to the leading to Bohr's model of atom. Developments leading to Bohr's model of atom. Now, the two developments leading to the Bohr's model of, there are two. The developments leading to the Bohr's model of an atom, they are, what are the two developments? They are dual character of the electromagnetic radiation. We will see later on what is electromagnetic radiation. Dual character of electromagnetic radiation, that is wave and particle like nature. Both wave and particle nature of the atom. Second is experimental results regarding atomic spectra which can be explained only by assuming quantized electronic energy level in atoms. So these are the two developments leading to the Bohr's model of an atom, that is the dual character of electromagnetic radiation, that is both wave and particle nature. The second is experimental results, that is by the Bohr's experimental results regarding atomic spectra, which can be explained only by assuming the quantized electronic energy level in the atoms. After that, to understand the wave nature of electromagnetic radiation, so under the development leading to the Bohr's model of an atom, to understand the wave radiation. Wave nature of electromagnetic radiation, and this electromagnetic wave nature of electromagnetic radiation is first proposed by a scientist, the James Maxwell. Now, what is the wave nature of electromagnetic radiation? When electrically charged particles move under acceleration, so whatever the electrically charged particle, what is the electrically charged particle? That is the proton and the electron. When electrically charged particles move under acceleration, alternating electrical and magnetic fields are produced and transmitted. So see that when the wave, what is wave? Any disturbance occurs in the medium is called as wave. So when electrically charged particles move under acceleration, alternating electrical and magnetic fields are produced and they are transmitted. These fields are transmitted in the form of waves called as electromagnetic radiation. See that what is electromagnetic radiation? When the electrically charged particles are moved under the same acceleration, so that an alternating electrical and magnetic fields are produced, and then those produce the waves which are get transmitted, and the transmitted waves are in the form of electromagnetic radiation. Now, after knowing the term electromagnetic radiation, to understand the properties of electromagnetic radiation, to understand the properties of the electromagnetic radiation. So, the first property of the electromagnetic radiation is that the oscillating electrical and magnetic fields, they are get oscillate. The oscillating electrical and magnetic fields are perpendicular to each other and also to the direction of propagation of the waves. Now when you observe, this is wave. Now the waves are one in which the oscillating electrical and magnetic fields. So the electrically charged particles which are having the same acceleration, the alternating electrical and magnetic fields are produced. Those produce waves which are get transmitted, and the oscillating electrical and magnetic fields are perpendicular to each other. So both the electrical and magnetic fields which are perpendicular to each other, and also the direction of propagation of the wave. Unlike sound waves and water waves, they do not require the medium. So if you consider the sound waves and the water waves, so apart from that, they do not require the medium. There are many types of electromagnetic radiations. So that is if you observe that is infrared waves, radiations, gamma rays, radiations, then the microwaves, etc. So therefore there are many types of electromagnetic radiation which are differ from one another in their wavelength or the frequency. So all these waves, that is the number of the different waves do not have the same wavelength or the same frequency. So the different waves having a different wavelength and different frequency. After knowing these properties, we want to see that some terms involved in the wave nature of electromagnetic radiation. They are, the first is, what is meant by wave? I already said at the start of the development leading to the regarding the Bohr's model of an atom. What is meant by wave? Wave can be defined as any disturbance produced in a medium is called as wave. Whatever the disturbance occurs either in the sound or in water or in air is called as the wave. So the disturbance produced in a medium is called as wave. The wave having the different characteristics. One is wavelength. One is the wavelength. This is wave. Now, what is meant by the wavelength? Wavelength is denoted by the symbol lambda. So the successive distance, the two successive distance exists between the troughs or the crest is called as the wavelength. So the wavelength can be defined as the distance between two adjacent. These are the two adjacent. The distance exists between two adjacent crests. These are crests. These are crests. These are troughs. The distance exists between two successive crests or two successive troughs is called as wavelength. Is called as wavelength. So repeats once again. The distance exists between this distance. The distance exists between the two successive crests or troughs is called as wavelength. And wavelength is usually expressed either in nanometer or in the picometer. As you know that 1 nanometer is equal to 10 to the power minus 9 meter. Wavelength of the visible region of the spectra or spectrum is 380 nanometer to 760 nanometer. See that the wavelength of visible region of spectrum is 380 nanometer to 760 manner, like that the different type of the waves having different wavelengths. So this is an example. Then to understand the second term, wavelength, velocity. You know that the wavelength is denoted by the symbol lambda. Velocity represented by c. What is velocity? The distance traveled by a wave in 1 second is called as velocity. This is the distance traveled by a wave in 1 second is called as the velocity. The distance traveled by a wave in 1 second is called as velocity. And the velocity of light in air or vacuum is found to be, the velocity of light or wave in air is found to be 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Noted that the velocity of light either in air, one medium, or in vacuum is found to be 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Usually the velocity is expressed by the SI unit meter per second. Then to understand the term frequency, nu. So what is the frequency? The number of waves which pass in a given point per second is called as frequency. See that these are the number of waves pass. Now observe this one point. The number of waves pass in 1 second is called as frequency. The number of waves which pass a given point in 1 second is called as, 1 second means per second is called frequency. Frequency is, the unit of frequency is cycles per second. Cycles means one round. I already showed one round. So cycles per second, CPS, are expressed in hertz. Yeah, so understand the frequency. It is the number of waves pass at a given point in 1 second is called as the frequency. And there is a relation between the wavelength, velocity and frequency is given by the relation that C is equal to nu into lambda, where nu is frequency, lambda is wavelength, c is velocity. So there is a relationship between the wavelength, frequency and the velocity. Or nu is equal to frequency is equal to c by lambda. So therefore there are some the examples which may ask to calculate the frequency knowing the velocity and the wavelength of the wave. So this is about the frequency. Then to understand the term wave number, the wave number is denoted by the symbol nu bar. Wave number. Wave number can be defined as the number of waves contained in a distance of 1 meter is called as wave number. This is, assume that this is 1 meter. So how many number of waves which are produced in 1 meter is called as the wave number. The number of waves contained in a distance of 1 meter is called as wave number. And then wave number is related to the wavelength. That is, wave number is equal to 1 by lambda. 1 by lambda, or wave number is equal to frequency divided by c. That is called the wave number. That is, wave number can be defined as it is the number of waves associated in a distance of 1 meter is called as wave number, and this wave number is expressed in terms of per meter. Then another important term is amplitude. This is amplitude. Alpha. Amplitude means it is the height of the successive height or successive crest of a wave is called as the amplitude. The successive height of a crest or depth of a trough is called as the amplitude. So it is the height of the crest or depth of a trough of a wave is called as the amplitude. The amplitude of a wave determined by the intensity of radiation. Depend upon the intensity of the radiation. If higher intensity having a higher amplitude and simultaneously higher amplitude of the crest or the trough. So this is about the sum of the terms involved in the wave. Thank you. We have to continue remaining part tomorrow.